One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Underwood. A little screen to the running back. Wide open spaces. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it.
Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So now it's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Haynes. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Williams will pass. Rushes on him. Snags it over the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on first down. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. They got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Williams will pass. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And the ball slipped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
There are quarterbacks that drop back and stay in the pocket, and you play action, you keep them in the pocket the whole time. Not this guy. I'm going to use his athletic ability. He does a great job bootlegging to the right. Now I got him on the run. Do I stop him with his feet? Do I stop him throwing the ball down the field? Puts the defense in a really tough position.
The hand to the running back. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the ground with the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the counter. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Punt is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll try the left side. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown Wolverines. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll pull it down and run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Washington right back to the line.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue.
Makes a grab down the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Bring in the heat. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Oh, my, he just shanked that one. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Quarterback keeps only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. Washington wants to go quickly. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking for the score. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. deep in enemy territory. Ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown. And here they go on 4th and short. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Motion from the wideout. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Surging forward on the sneak. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. There was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the defense.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Wolverines buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Running to Green. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Using his feet. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Keene. He's going to take off. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Here's a heat. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
And the Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Williams will pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive at their own 48.
Here we go.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Washington right back to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical.
He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
And it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Lawson. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires left. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Slithers into space. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Washington wants to go quickly.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And his throw is incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
First and goal, Washington.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Iowa is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Kinnick Stadium, but the black and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 5 over Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Complete to start this drive. At the 40, there he goes. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. To the running back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Toss sweep to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Catch in the middle. It's Priestcorn. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, they got to figure out what they're doing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
They'll go right back to the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Keene. Rushes on him. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Got room to work. Turning on the Jets. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The screen, he's got wheels. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last. And we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Lawson. Got his man on the right. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big... They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
So now it's 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Washington right back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He's got it and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun to give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The snap sets up the throw. Skips away from pressure. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Michigan 45, Washington 27.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Hester. Got enough for the first. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Winning those